A wrong and very wrong time ago when Morgan Freeman was young. A man by the name of Socrates roamed the earth, a mind so great and powerful that without his wisdom and knowledge, we'd probably still be living under rocks. But hey, at least we wouldn't be paying taxes. I guess that's a plus in our shit economy. Hold that thought about Socrates though. We'll talk about him in a bit. Okay, let's talk about Socrates now. As a kid, I was weird, but I also used to have a fascination with paintings like this. That right there is Socrates, my friends. Even by looking at this beautiful piece of historical imagery, we can just feel the aura that this man had. Brother, who's we? Huh? Anyway, here's a quick and boring history lesson for y'all. Socrates was a Greek philosopher credited as the founder of Western philosophy, was one of the first to ever think about morality, and was known for questioning powerful people in Athens. That's pretty much all you need to know. But did y'all know that this man was one of the biggest trolls in the history of mankind? Socrates was literally wiped out from existence for asking too many questions. Bro would literally just pull up and have you questioning your own sanity. He would ask questions like, "You think you know justice?" Then proceed to spend hours and hours breaking apart everything that you thought you knew. Socrates was the type of guy who will have characters like Batman going batshit crazy. Y'all see what I did there? Basically, whatever you thought you knew, Socrates knew more. And the worst part is, he would hit you with the, "All I know is that I know nothing," and move on to troll somebody else. This man was literally him. And of course, with every great mind comes wannabes, like Plato and Xenomorph, or whatever. This man's aura was just so strong that his own disciples wrote his bars for him. And even when Socrates was sentenced to death, he still wouldn't shut the fuck up. All you really need to know about Sun Tzu is that he was that guy. Not only was he a legendary military general, but bro wrote one of the coolest pieces of literature ever, The Art of War. And also, this man's words were so powerful that their influence is still relevant today. You've most likely heard or read a quote from The Art of War at least once in your lifetime. Shit, your favorite anime character most likely quoted Sun Tzu, and you didn't even know it was Sun Tzu's own words. That's how influential this man was. Sun Tzu fought, wrote, and walked so all of your aura farming characters could run. I have way too much respect for this guy, so let's all take a moment to bow down. Ah shit, my back! Yeah, I know. A turtle that walks around with a stick is a philosopher? Oogway's the GOAT! This man literally raised me as a kid, even though he only appeared for like 10 minutes in the first movie. By the way, the reason why I'm not mentioning the third one is because I've only seen it once and I don't remember anything. Anyway, every second that he was on screen was pure magic and ethereal. This old ass turtle was just goated. Every word that this man spoke was just poetry and inspirational. His conversation with Poe, bro. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why it's called getting a job, you bum ass motherfucker. He also neutralized Tai Lung with one simple move, which was so badass, by the way. Like, holy shit, Tortuga has aura. This man's philosophy was just to be wise, live in peace, and teach others to enjoy every second that you're alive. You know somebody has aura when you pass by their place of residence, and it's quite literally a barrel of wine. By the way, I practiced pronouncing this dude's name for a bit, but I started stuttering, so I just gave up. We're just gonna call our boy Dog of Snoop. Y'all got a blunt laying around? So basically, our boy Dog of Snoop was the original street troll. This man lived like Adam Sandler, except he was actually broke, and yet he still carried around so much aura. Bro would walk around with a lantern in broad daylight to prove a point. He basically did this to prove that even with the lantern and broad daylight, you wouldn't find a single honest person. Oh, but that's not all. Snoop Dogg would pee on people who were rude to him, mask in public, take dookies wherever his ass felt like dooking, and was Alexander the Great's homeboy? Basically, Alexander really liked Snoopy to the point where he straight up told him, if I wasn't Alexander, I would have liked to be Diogenes too. Oh shit, I can actually pronounce his name. Cool. And this man proceeded to respond with the coldest line that has ever had the chance of being embraced by the human ear. If I wasn't Diogenes, I would have liked to be Diogenes too. Alright y'all, it is time to talk about the wisest and most pure philosopher on my list, Keanu Reeves. Even though he isn't a textbook philosopher by definition, this guy is one of the coolest and most down-to-earth human being in not only Hollywood, but in general. There has been literal instances where Keanu has spent hours talking to average Joes like us. Guy named Joe. If I remember correctly, there was another time when he sat next to a homeless dude and just chilled with him. They also ate and had a couple drinks together. But one of the best things that this man has ever done is donating millions to charities and to film crews. I know he split his pay with the Matrix film crew. Everything that this man says is just pure, bro. Like, that one time when he was asked,
"What do you think happens when we die, Keanu Reeves?"
I know that the ones who love us will miss us.
Honestly, I'm biased because Keanu Reeves is my favorite actor of all time, and I could literally make a whole video about him, but I just think that this man is one of a kind, and he's basically just a modern day philosopher. Who wants tacos? Alright, that concludes today's Yap session. If you would like to see more videos like this one, make sure to drop some more ideas in the comments below. And keep in mind that I'm no longer doing tier list videos. The type of videos I'll be making from now on are more like Degents and Derek FDBs. So basically, any topic that's worth yapping about. Anyway, I'm gonna go play some Doom, then take a fat ass nap. That's it. Take care everyone.